So now we'll talk about how to build better buildings. There is a direct link between development and climate change. Buildings are amongst the greatest emitters of carbon dioxide from operational sources. Buildings contribute to CO2 emissions in two ways. The materials used and the construction process have a carbon footprint, i.e. result in CO2 emissions. And then there is the energy used throughout the life of the building, usually gas or oil, for running the heating and cooling systems. We have to reduce to zero the CO2 emissions related to buildings, and we can. Building better buildings will have a positive impact on our CO2 emissions or carbon footprint. In addition to improving the insulation of the walls and the airtightness of the building, current best practices use passive sources of energy, such as solar by way of photovoltaics, geothermal, and to a lesser extent, wind. These buildings are also healthier to be in, with low VOCs and better indoor air quality. Concrete, which is ubiquitous in the building construction, has a very high global warming potential. The process of making cement from limestone is CO2 intensive, and the concrete making is also CO2 intensive. The construction industry is producing increasingly good materials that don't use fossil fuels and that enable us to design high performance buildings.